Hey guys, Merry Christmas! Welcome to the channel! Gosh, all of you guys out there, you remember when your voice kept changing in your early teens? Wasn't that fun? Better Watch Out! Released in 2016 and is directed by Chris Peckover, who is also behind the film Undocumented. And this film is starring Olivia DeJonge and Levi Miller. Oh, and Doncray Montgomery comes in, and I know him because he's the Red Power Ranger from that 2017 awesome Power Rangers movie that no one went to go see, and because no one went to go see, we're not going to get any more sequels to that Power Rangers interpretation, which really freaking sucks because it was awesome, and I'm going to stop ranting now. But the reason why we're talking about Better Watch Out is because, well, it's December, so it's the Christmas holiday season, so that's why we're talking about it. But it was also a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my contributors and supporters on this channel, Drew Hallam from the Real Feels podcast, a great little podcast where just a couple of guys get together and they talk about movies that they're watching, TV shows that they're watching about, give little brief reviews. It's a great, just average person talking about movies, and I love podcasts like that. So go over there after watching this review, give them a subscription, and download a couple of their episodes. And if any of you out there also want to be like Drew Hallam and help support this channel, you can make a PayPal donation by clicking on the donate button on the main page of my YouTube channel. Any size donation will do, and if you have a movie that you really want me to review and give you a shout out on the channel for, you can attach your movie with your donation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and publish my review of it as quickly as I possibly can for you. It is the Christmas season, the time of year where parents need to go to other parents' houses to have BS Christmas parties and get drunk on some eggnog. But because they're going out to parties, they need to make sure that their kid is being tucked in cozy at night. Enter in the babysitter Ashley, who is here to babysit little Luke Lermer. And it's revealed very early on that Luke has a devastating crush on Ashley, and this is Ashley's last day in town, so tonight is his last chance to get any. However, little do they both know that their home is about to be invaded by a burglar. So now the two are running through the house trying to evade this guy with a shotgun, while hopefully falling in love. And I gotta tell you, that plot summary was very hard to provide without giving you any spoilers, because around the corner some interesting things happen that you're like, you know, I kind of had my suspicions, but I wasn't quite sure, and oh hey, look, it's there, and then hey, we're going down this route, we're kind of elevating. Wow, okay. This movie is the gift that keeps on giving, is what I'm trying to say. I will also say that this film was shot in Australia, and you want to know why I know that this film was shot in Australia? Because they have spiders in this movie that are just crawling around the house, and they're freaking huge. And all of you who have seen my arachnophobia watch-along, you know how I am about spiders. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Spider's gonna jump at him. Oh, God. Okay. Ah! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. That's real. That's an actual spider. Okay. Yeah, he did. Run. Gotcha, motherfucker! Oh, fucking. Oh, they're in love. It's the fucking hair. It's the hair. It's the legs. It's everything. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Why are you going in there? I'm telling you not to go in there. Yep. Not a fan of spiders. And they're just walking around the counters or in the attic as they're running around and hiding. And the little boy, little Luke, he's like, what? They didn't do anything. And then he puts them in a jar and puts them outside because, you know, they're all fun little creatures. Yeah, bullshit. No, they're not. They all need to die. I'm almost certain that they were the spiders that were used in Arachnophobia, the movie. Yeah. Because I'm not going to do my own research. I'm not going to Google those images. So that's just my own expertise that I'm going to put in this review. And yeah, that's final. It's true. That's all it is. You know, no animals were killed in this movie, you know, that we saw on screen. But Drew Hallam, just because they had spiders, like huge-ass spiders in this movie, I think you deserve the obligatory fuck you! All joking aside, though, I really appreciate your contribution, Drew. Thank you very much. Caleb, move on from the spiders and talk about this frickin' movie. God, I was actually very impressed with this film and the acting performances that we had here and the fun little kills that we get throughout this movie. They actually have a lot of fun with a lot of the other Christmas films out there, especially Home Alone. They have the whole paint can swinging situation, and you actually get to see that actually work. How it would in real life. Well, actually thinking back to Home Alone, I think the paint cans were actually empty, so the impact of it hitting your face, it wasn't that much. Well, here the paint cans are full, so if you ever wondered what that looks like hitting a face, you know, watch this movie. And the whole heist, the whole home invasion was actually almost a perfect plan until it wasn't. Some jokes were just being had, some pranks were just being had, but then all of a sudden it escalates and people start getting hurt, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there, you're like, okay, yeah, you better watch out because I'm about to cry. But I had a really good time with this. Spoilers aside, for me, I had a sense of what was going on, and I figured it out pretty early on, I would say. But I'm not telling you that if you don't figure it out early on that, you know, you're a dumb person. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, I caught on to a couple of things early on in the movie that I was like, okay, interesting. But the big thing that I'll say about this movie is that, you know what? It didn't really need to happen. You want to know why? Because this kid, Luke Lerner, is, I think he said 13 years old in this movie. I'm sorry, when you're 13, you don't need a babysitter. When I was 13, I was used to being at home by myself. That's how I would come home from school. Yes, I had two other brothers, I had an older brother and a younger brother, but still, like, parents didn't need to be there. 13, you're not mature, but I think you're mature enough to sit down in front of the TV and turn it on, in my opinion. So this whole thing didn't need to happen because we had, I think, a 17 or 18-year-old watching a 13-year-old. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That's that joke John Mulaney told about his babysitter, like, my babysitter, when I was 9, they were 13. It's like hiring a horse to go watch your dog. That's basically what was happening in here. We had a dog and a horse, and they were in the house together. Kids definitely gotta learn some boundaries, though. No means no, bruh. You can admire the effort of trying to win the affections of someone that you're in love with, but when you know, grab their face and try to force them to kiss you, you're kind of crossing the line. And I'm gonna take that back. You're not kind of crossing the line, you are crossing the line. So don't do that. But you know what? It all didn't need to happen because the kid is fucking 13 years old. So without getting into spoilers, I had a really good time with this, and I think it's a fun little home invasion horror movie for the holidays, which is actually like its own subgenre of horror. We have holiday Christmas horror, and I love it. I'm gonna give Better Watch Out 3.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I am above average.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part of my videos where I announce which movie I'm going to be watching next, and we are actually going to be building up to the release, the next big blockbuster release of Spider-Man No Way Home. It's kind of a big deal in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I have already reviewed Venom and the first 3 Sam Raimi Spider-Man films in the history of my channel, but I haven't watched and reviewed and published my review of the other ones, so I thought why not cover them all right here, leading up to the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, leading to official video of me ranking all of the Spider-Man movies. And I mean every one of them, not just the mainstream movies. I'm talking about the 1970s and the Japanese version. So we're gonna kick off the Spider-Man series with the most recent Spider-Man film that came out, a little film called Venom, Let There Be Carnage, a sequel to the original Venom that I actually surprisingly did enjoy when I watched it several years ago, and I haven't been able to watch the sequel until now, so we'll check that one out next time. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, you can make a PayPal donation on the main page of my YouTube channel. Any size donation will do, just attach your movie recommendation with your donation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, give you a shout out on the channel, and get my review of it published as quickly as I possibly can. So guys, if you've seen Better Watch Out, what did you think about it? What did you think of all the twists and turns? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell so the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.